So, you're struggling to write scripts for your business social media videos. You've got a lot of ideas from my previous video, but you can't seem to put them down on paper. Or when you do, it doesn't sound like you. Trust me, I've been there. I couldn't write a script to save my life, and now I'm writing scripts weekly. So, if you're struggling like I was, stick around. I think I can help. So hopefully you've already watched my video on ideation. It's linked up here. That video helped us break our business down into viable video ideas. If you haven't watched it yet, go do that. I'll wait. Welcome back. A solid idea is the foundation of any good video. With your idea set, you probably have some ideas about your script. That's good, but if you don't worry. Our next step might help you get going. FYI, this system can be used for both short-form videos for Instagram and TikTok, and for long-form LinkedIn and YouTube videos. I'm currently using this writing process for my YouTube videos. In the future, we'll be using it for short-form content as well. The first thing we want to do is pick a writing structure. The structure is going to be your guiding light. There are so many ways to structure a video script, but we're going to focus on only 3 of them so you don't get overwhelmed. The first is IOR. IOR stands for Intention, Obstacle, and Resolution. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? First, we'll set our intention. For a couple of examples, I want to do this, or I desire this outcome, so on and so forth. Now, what's the obstacle? I don't have time. I don't have the skills. Now, what's the resolution? I created a system to streamline, or I have a product that solves all of my problems. Got it? The next structure is a bit more complex, and it's called IDA. IDA stands for Attention, Interest, Desire, and Action. It's a pretty standard marketing technique. So let's get their attention, keep their interest, turn their interest into a desire, then end with an action. Let's take a look into this. So starting with attention. Some examples might be, do you struggle with this? Or did you know about this? Or I wish I knew about this. Next, we want to keep their interest. So struggling with this causes these issues. Or you might not know how this is affecting you. Or I could have saved myself blank if I had known about this. Then we turn it into a desire. Don't struggle anymore. Live better. Save yourself blank like I did. Now we finish it off with an action. Grab this template, get this product, click on this link. So pretty straightforward. All right, now our last structure is a little more complex, and it's called APAG. APAG stands for Attention, Perspective, Advantage, and Gamify. This structure is more problem or pain point centric, but it can be more relatable from an audience perspective. Your audience has a problem, you want to help them solve it. First, we get their attention with a question, fact, or pain point. Like, do you struggle with blank? Or this percentage of people don't do this. Or I used to do this just like you. Next, we give them perspective. We want to paint the situation that they're in. You're stuck doing this and it's not working. We've been wasting time doing this. This percentage of people don't realize things could be easier. After that, we give them the advantage that we have. I wanted a product to do these things for me. I needed a system to help reduce time. I knew things could be easier or better. Lastly, we gamify it. Give them a 3 to 5 step process to help them get results. Here's the product or system that can help you. Does that make sense? And like I said, there are so many more types of structures. A simple Google search or ChatGPT prompt will get you a huge list of other possible structures. So pick a structure and let's start writing. For my scripting, I use a custom Notion page. I've linked it down below. The first section is the quick capture. This is where I write down all of my thoughts and notes about my script. I'll start by putting the structure at the top. This will help me keep my video on track. But it's really up to you how you use this section. It's just a great place to brainstorm. Once I've got some ideas down, I'll do some research. I like to watch videos on the relevant topic. If I find any of them useful, I'll link them here for quick reference. Or if I've done any ChatGPT prompts related to the video, I'll link them here as well. Once I'm ready to write, I'll head down to the writing section. There are 2 methods that I use to script. I'll either script word for word or script using bullet points only. Writing word for word is going through and writing down each individual line, while writing with bullet points is just having your main talking points written down. Choosing which way to write really depends on your comfort level with the topic and your comfort level in front of the camera. Do you have a teleprompter? If you do, then word for word is a great way to start out. If you don't have a teleprompter, you can still do word for word, but you'll likely have to memorize and record each line individually, which isn't a problem, it's just more work. If you don't have a teleprompter and you're comfortable with the topic, then bullet points are the way to go. However, I recommend that most people start writing word for word, with the ultimate goal of using only bullet points. When you can just speak naturally about a topic to the camera, more people will resonate with you. It's just more authentic. Regardless, most of my videos were written word for word, including this video. Figure out which way works for you and get going. Just make sure that you're sticking to your structure. Now you've got your script and you go to read it and it doesn't sound like you. But why? Good question. Most of us write differently than we think or speak. It's a disconnect between how we talk and how that translates to text in our heads. We think differently for different mediums. I had this problem too, at first. So here are some of the things that I've learned over my illustrious YouTube career. Speak like you're talking to a customer. The first thing to imagine is that you're talking to a customer. How would you say this to a customer? How would a customer interpret what you're saying? Try to put yourself in their shoes. Take notice of how you talk to a customer in real life. Are there any phrases or terms or colloquialisms that you use regularly? Lean into them. It's more authentic to you. I used to say bingo bango all the time. Now it's my catchphrase. Another trick that I use is to read each line out loud. It's really effective. It can help you figure out the inflection that you want and figure out if your phrasing works. Some sentences work on paper, but don't work when being said out loud. I often change quite a bit just by hearing it. Another trick you can do is you can highlight the text on your computer, right-click on it, and on a PC, click Read Aloud, or on a Mac, click Start Speaking. Now, the computer will read your script to you. Very handy. And lastly, practice makes perfect. It really does. Trust me. Practice your script out loud. Practice your script in front of a mirror. Practice it in front of other people. Record your script and review the footage. Seeing yourself actually perform the script can inform you of a lot. If something isn't working, change it. Learn from your experiences. In my first video, I didn't sound like myself at all. Makes the magic for me. And I barely looked at the camera. I learned a lot about how I want to present myself, and my next script was so much better. Also, you don't want to get caught up making your first script absolutely perfect. Being good and done is better than being perfect and not done. Don't expect your first script to be award-winning. You'll learn and get better with each script. Just try to make every script 1% better than the last one. And that's how I script my videos. In my next video, I'll cover how I film my videos. So subscribe, you know you want to. Bingo bango.